All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, traders. How we doing? How we feeling? Let me check my sound levels real quick. Alrighty. All right. Everybody doing this morning? Got a fresh new week. Interesting price action. Let's go ahead and get into it with the quote of the day. I'm going to take one from Jordan today, the great MJ. Focus like a laser, not like a flashlight. Quick and simple, but it's a powerful message. I'm going to be laser focused. That's what we're going to do today. All right. Got this out the way. Go ahead and do this pre-market check. Go to the pre-market insight. Look at the calendar. All right, so on the economic calendar today, the key things we're looking at today at 10, we got the ISM non-manufacturing PMI. Tuesday, tomorrow, we got the EIA short-term energy outlook at 8, and the JOLTS job openings at 10. Wednesday, we got a FOMC day at 14. Before that, as usual, we got the crude oil inventories. Thursday, we got the initial jobless claims, and then Friday, we don't have anything significant at this time. Sometimes throughout the week they throw things in on the economic calendar, but as of right now, that's what we're looking at. All right, so the power range. Come on now. All right, so for the NQ future sessions power range today, we had a high of 11,321 with a low of 11,275.75. At the time of this posting, it was trading neutral, which is pretty much unchanged. That was up 0.82% with a volume of 91K and an ATR at 313. Something interesting I noticed with this ATR is usually overnight it goes up a couple of points, but it stayed the same. So I check this twice. I check this like once around midnight, like 10 p.m. to midnight-ish, and then I check it in the morning, and usually there's a slight change, but for this one it's unchanged. So I don't think I've seen that since I've been checking it like that. It's basically because we've been trading sideways. All right, so let's go ahead and look at it on the chart. See how that reacts, how the price reacted to the fib extensions. It's the only thing. All right, you can see it's completely in this range here from, what is that, 364.5 to about, I would really say here at 288. All right, so let's see if when the market opens, if we can break outside of that range. All right, let me get some music going. I didn't really see a whole lot interesting over the weekend in terms of news wise. So there's nothing else that I'm really paying attention to right now. It's just business as usual. Let's go with outer fields. And of course, this thing wants to be difficult for me this morning. Let's see. I need to get some of my newer stuff. I finished some of my newer stuff. Alright, there we go. So, go ahead and get my pre-market snapshot for the journal. Doing too much. Let me finish this and then move to the next thing. in less than a minute. I like how price action is responding to my key areas this morning. Bulls are coming out the gates pretty strong. I see this range had a high of, what did I say earlier? Is that it? The 362 area. I'm gonna mark off 362. See if we stay within this range or if we break out. Now, I'm not gonna wait for a breakout of the range to take a trade. That's just something that I'm watching. I made a few minor tweaks to after I was studying over the weekend. I didn't get as much time to study as I wanted to. Had a busy weekend working on a lot of stuff, but I made a couple tweaks to the way that I really to the plan, not necessarily the strategy, but the plan. A few minor things based off the current market conditions. Price turned around right before we got to the trade back down to the VP. But it's trying to turn around. Got some buyers trying to push the price back higher. I'm about to still try today. What's going on, Chuck? I don't trade live every day. It's every Monday and Wednesday. I wouldn't mind trading live every day. I just got too much going on to do that every single day. Maybe one day I start doing it, or maybe I do. I will have an exclusive group where we get on and trade live every single day. But for right now, in terms of YouTube, it's only every Monday and Wednesday. We're racing to that high. I marked it off in Ninja Trader. I might go ahead and mark it off over here too. Oh, it's already there. My volume profiles took care of it. Even though I like 362 better, but this will do also. We got some selling going on up here at 360. A little bit of a battle. But the way the price is trading right now, it definitely makes sense to, you know, for us to have a pullback at some point.
Order submitted.
All right, that is at pre-market high territory. Okay, we're testing that area right now. So technically the high is at 366, but what I'm looking at is actually 362. And the way that I look at it, I don't look at these areas as lines. I look at them as areas. So if I'm saying let's say for instance, if I'm saying 366, it's more like, you know, 370 to 360, just for an example. I'm looking at it as a range, not necessarily as a individual point or a single price. All right, pushing right through that. I'm gonna have to move my order up. Less than a minute for this 3-minute candle. Let's see what it tells us. Sellers came in strong.
Order canceled.
My original analysis. It's not looking the same. I don't like how strong those sellers came in. It would not have gotten to my order anyway. Well, not now, at least anyway. We'll see what happens in a few minutes. And Q's been, its usual irrational self, but looking at the pre-market, this price action doesn't really surprise me.
Order submitted.
It's an aggressive play. Bullish, been bearish.
Order canceled.
On look for a new area.
Order submitted.
Let's see. Moved it down too far. Should have been right there at 344 and a quarter. I don't think we're done yet though. But I have been known to be wrong in the past. We'll see. So basically, I have two. I've talked about this before, but um, one of my setups, I got a signal right here on this. I'm going to see here. I got a signal right here at this 948 candle. I got a signal off this 948 candle, but looking at the price action, I didn't like the setup, so I didn't take that trade. It didn't really trade down to a key area that I liked, but just it was a price that would have been like a price structure signal. And the Ninja Trader, I'm looking to buy the dip. And NQ got me with the head fake. It's all good. I'm only looking to take the best setups right now. I'm not trying to be super aggressive. Still got a lot of days left in this month. Hindsight Capital says it could have been a nice play if I would have took it, to have a target sitting right before the high. That analysis brought to you by Hindsight Capital, where they have 100% accuracy all the time. Need to come with a slogan for Hindsight Capital. What kind of slogan can I have for Hindsight Capital? Gotta think on that. I'm gonna make that a real thing one day. Put it on a t-shirt, come up with a slogan. Alright, so I gotta change this order. Looks like we might be setting up for a lower high. Still a lot of volatility. Another Hindsight Capital analysis. Let me switch back over to Sierra. If I was trading if I didn't have my first 3-minute rule, where I don't trade in the first 3 minutes. Basically, what I don't trade the first candle of the open, depending on what chart I'm looking at. Right. So right now I mostly look at a 3-minute chart. But Hindsight Capital says, if we look at a very short time frame, but we look from right here at 618 to and beyond, we can see we were making, higher highs and higher lows. I could have took a break right here. We have this a little bit of consolidation right here. I could have took the break at 331, anywhere from 331 to 333, and I could have took that, had a stop like right here at 312, just based off the price structure. and just held it, and maybe had a target sitting at the pre-market high, or if I wanted to get filled a little, if I want to be more aggressive with my target, I could have had a target right here, anywhere between 360 and 352. That's just another hindsight capital analysis. Or I could just use my fib line and took some off the table right here at the 61.8%. It's really 6.18%. The way that Sierra chart puts the information up there, it says 61.8%. That 10 o'clock. Is it 10? Yeah. It was the PMI. Brought in a spike. This is 3 minute. Alright, so I gotta move that order.
Order canceled.
Change it. Now, before I get off here, just wanna illustrate something real quick. I'm just gonna drag this window over. And I saw another YouTuber, another trader, mention this the other day. It's something to be aware of. I also brought this up before. There's the difference between how the different platforms and the different data services, they put the information on the charts. Something to be aware of. Now look at these last 2-3 minute candles. This is NinjaTrader. It looks like that. These two candles right here. And then here's the same two candles, but they look completely different. It's something to be aware of when you're, I have to, since I'm trying to trade in this Leeloo combine, I only like Sierra chart. I don't usually trade in two different charts or two different platforms. But because I'm doing this Leeloo thing, and I still like Sierra. I like to do my main analysis from Sierra. I'm kind of forced to use another platform because of the problem with the service, the data provider that Leeloo uses. It only works with NinjaTrader, between NinjaTrader and Sierra, it doesn't work with Sierra. So I'm using NinjaTrader to be able to, participate in the combine. So that's the only reason. But if you don't, the reason I'm bringing this up is if you don't have to use multiple platforms, don't do it. Normally I wouldn't do it, because it can make things more confusing than it has to be. It's not really one is right over the other. It's just that they put the information on the chart different. So you can use both of them the same. In terms of if I'm just looking at NinjaTrader, I can use the information off that, versus if I'm just looking at Sierra, I can still use that same information to do my analysis and place my trades. So just something to be aware of. I just wanted to put that out. And I have some things to do today, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and jump off here. And one Monday, I'm gonna be able to, trade the full session, but it is what it is. So with all that being said, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, coming in and trading with me and listening to everything I have to say and all that good stuff. And I will see y'all later. Trade it easy.